So here's my honest review of this machine. The stick welding works fantastic on it. You know, I wouldn't expect it not to, though. You know, really it's a pretty simplistic form of welding. I was really impressed with the smoothness of it. You know, I haven't stick welded since I was in high school, and you know, I laid down some pretty nice welds with it. Definitely going to be using that feature more. You know, I'd like to get my stick welding game back. Plasma cutting on it, you know, again, you can only run up to 40 amps on it. So, you know, you're going to be a little limited as far as what you can cut on it. And it is a little cumbersome to switch between the air and the gas, because they both run into the same port for your TIG welding. You know, you hook up your torches to the same port, so obviously your gas and your air are going to hook up to the same port. Really, it's pick one or the other, in my opinion. I'm choosing to go with the TIG welding because I really like the TIG welding of this machine. It'll only do steel. It is not an AC/DC machine, so you cannot weld aluminum with it. The synergy mode on the MIG welding, I really enjoy that. My welds on it still, they're coming out a little cold, but I think that's me just needing to play in the features. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's definitely going to be my go-to welder at this point. So if you're looking for something that's going to be good for stick welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding, this is definitely the machine for you. I have no doubts about that. So with the flux core welding on it, you know, I tried to do a review on the flux core welding. I was running 035 flux core wire, and it would not feed through the machine. And I looked at it, you know, I thought I had the right roller, and they send out two different rollers for it. Now on the flux core, you're going to need a knurled roller. You don't want to tighten it too tight, and those knurls, you know, because flux core is it's a hollow wire, so you don't want to tighten too much. So you know, you get the knurls on the roller to help it pull it through without being too tight. And there isn't a knurled roller with it, and I can't get it to feed the 035 flux core wire. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Maybe if somebody out there has this machine or has an Andeli that they've run flux core on, maybe they could toss me some tips. If somebody out there has the helmet, you know, and they've run into the same problems I have, you know, or there could be something that I'm missing. I don't know what I could be missing. I have all my settings set correct, but this one I cannot get it to work properly. It'll work some of the time, but not all the time. You know, it's one of those 60% of the time it works all the time, but not this time. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and check out the channel. Thanks a lot, and thank you to Andeli for sending out this equipment. That one's a little spattered out. Obviously we're getting good heat penetration. I stayed on that a little bit longer this time to try and get more heat into it, and it worked out really well. Thing's super hot. Kind of looks like an X-Wing fighter, doesn't it? My point is for TIG welding, this will not TIG weld aluminum. It's not an AC, but it does a beautiful job with steel. With you know, for what I'm going to use it for, mild steel, it's excellent. So a couple things to point out. Obviously, here's your, I haven't shown this yet, but this is where your drive roller goes. Make sure your wire's in there. Flip that up. You got your dial indicator on there. Now we're running, for the shielded gas welding wire, we're running 030, which is also 8mm. So we got the proper drive roller in there. Now, if you were doing a flux core, which I can't figure out if somebody has this machine You know, if there's a trick to it, let me know. I'd really like to try flux core on it. But here's where you would change your polarity. So you would change from your positive to your negative. I guess drop that. Let's see. Yeah, you would basically switch back and forth between these two. So you got your positive there and your negative there. On gasless, you're going to run your polarity. You're going to reverse it to run your on negative. With gas, you're going to run on the positive. Makes sense, right? All right. So I have the 030 wire in here. I'm just going to feed it through the gun now. Make sure you're using the right tip as well. The tips are numbered as well. This is a 0.8 tip. And then I always like to clean my nozzle a little bit. Take this and, you know, for any burn back that might be in there. Alright, there we go. So now we also have our negative is actually, our ground is actually set up on the negative this time. So let's walk through some of the features on this. Now we have a synergy mode, which is what we're running in now. Then we have manual mode. So those are your two modes for doing shielded, you know, gas shielded wire. So anyway, I like to run the synergy mode. It's kind of a auto pulsing mode. It's something new that I'm trying out. You know, it's here. It's, you know, it's going to stay. It's a new thing. I'm going to learn to do it. So we got 2-touch, 4-touch. Now you go through here. You can set your induction. Here you set your pre-flow if you want some pre-flow. Here you can set your wire speed. So your wire speed will go up to 10 or down to 0, anywhere in between. Let's start it at 4, see where we're at. I honestly forget what that is, so I'm going to find out real quick for you. So all that is, when you go down here, that's your burn back time, and that's an adjustment for the period that it's going to, the wire feed will continue to run after you're finished welding. Let's see where it's set at, 2. That should be fine. Now this is your post flow. You know, 1 sec. I think we can bring that down from 1 second. Let's bring it to a half a second. We really don't need that much post flow while we're MIG welding. Post flow, pre-flow and post flow was going to help you with oxidation of your material. So anyway, we're set up at 220 volts. We're going to play with this and see where we're going. We're welding 1/8 inch. I don't really know. Let's try it. I'm going to increase my amps. Now my volts will automatically go up with my amps in the synergy mode. I'm going to run them up to, I'm going to run it right at 100, which is running at 20 volts. I can tell that my wire feed is off. Also, that's just not a good weld. So I'm going to adjust my wire feed. It's at 4 now. I'm going to run it up to 6. And I'm going to run up to 100 and let's run it up to 140 volts. That I'm a lot happier with. We're definitely getting good burn through. It's not the prettiest of welds.